Hey, this is Mark Rodriguez here. Got news for another big trader because now seems to be like a real heavy trader season. Everyone's just throwing out their traders for the summer. We had the Captain America Civil War trader, the Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice trader, the TMNT2 The Shadows trader, and now we've got X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Just came out yesterday. Shout out for Anna because she told me it was available, but I just couldn't see it until a couple of minutes ago actually. Yeah, it was just a busy couple of days, but just now I actually sat down, watched the trailer, here are my thoughts. First of all, I gotta say, like right off the bat, Apocalypse looks awesome. Very good job with the makeup, very good job with the outfit, and the armor, and the plateness, like the plates on top of his head and everything, and the voice and everything. Just very, very good job with Apocalypse. I mean, personally, the only thing missing is I guess he could have been just a little bit bulkier maybe, but still, what they did, it was pretty good. Apocalypse himself is a very difficult character to bring to real life. He just has a very weird design in the comic books with, I don't know, he just looks very weird, especially with the big lips and the weird, like, lining and all that. He just looks very weird. It looks like they could have really botched it, but what they did, like, with what they had to work with or whatever, they did a very good job. It looks good. I'm very impressed how he looks like. He has such a presence, too. He does look like he's going to bring the end of the world. And yes, I do know that originally when we first saw, like, pictures of him or leaks or whatever you want to call it, he looked all, like, purple and kind of cheesy. And everybody made fun of him, and they were making all these internet memes and whatever, and comparing him to Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers, the very first Power Rangers live-action movie from back then, and all that stuff. But I guess now the final version just looks like so much better. But you have to say that it's very hard to say like what happens in between like what's being filmed on like camera, like behind the camera, like real life, as opposed to the final product you see in the movie. You know, like obviously, like the Ghostbusters are just doing this. And then when the movie's actually done, you see the laser beams or whatever. So maybe in the real life thing, maybe the actor is wearing all purple stuff. But then when they do like the transition to the big screen, all the CGI, color filters, the lighting or whatever, it does look, you know, dark blue like it's supposed to be. Maybe the purple, the color purple is easier for them to transition into blue or something. Or I don't know. I mean, we don't know the behind the scenes stuff or whatever. But either way, Apocalypse does look awesome. He even grows to giant form. It's a part of the trailer where he's super giant size, grabbing Xavier and everything. It's pretty cool. And the whole thing also about the movie, it takes place in the past. It takes place after Days of Future Past, but it is following the X-Men from the first class, like their younger selves. So this movie is going to bring in, like, I guess, how they first meet, or at least bring in Jean Grey, Cyclops, and Storm to form the X-Men, but this is like their younger teenage self. So of course they're all new actors, because of course Hal Berry and them, they're all like adults and everything. They only, you know, for the older movies when they were adults. So as teenagers, has to be all new different cast. Jennifer Lawrence was in it too. It's kind of weird seeing her in it as herself, because I guess, you know, she's Mystique, but she was not like Mystique or Blue or anything like that in the trailer. She was still her normal, I guess, human self and whatever. And it's kind of weird, I don't know. But either ways, that's the whole thing. The X-Men are, I guess, forming or being more official now. And even the end of the trailer shows that Xavier's bald. So we're going to see how, I guess, how he loses his hair or whatever. And of course, Magneto's in the movie too. He looks pretty awesome. I do like now that he does have the red helmet and stuff. Like the more closer to the comic book, like a red color scheme. It wasn't, I even forgot, but it wasn't quite reddish in the first like older movies, you know, with Ian McKellen and whatever. But another thing I also want to bring out, it's just so much things, it's so awesome. The main thing I do want to mention is that it is about time that they featured one of the other like major villains of the X-Men, because the X-Men, yes, I know Magneto is the most popular one. If you ask anybody in the street that even remotely heard of the X-Men, and you ask them, like, who's the X-Men, like, big villain? Who's the guy they fight against? Magneto, right? You know, the guy that controls metal and stuff, right? Like that's the one everyone knows, you know. But not many people know, or I guess unless you're a hardcore comic book fan or whatever, but not many people know about, like, Apocalypse and Mr. Sinister and all these other people, you know. So yeah, I mean, they did have the Hellfire Club in the first class, and of course you saw the Sentinels too. All the Sentinels, I mean, they're just mindless robots, you know. But since Magneto was still in it, he always like takes center stage. Even when he's working with them, we care more about what he's doing than whatever bad guys they're fighting against. But this is going to be bad because now we got like a real mutant like bad guy. We got Apocalypse there. He's super, I mean, he's going to bring the end of the world. He's got 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It's also pretty cool because I also see they got Angel into it. And the trailer also shows that eventually Angel does become Archangel, shooting out the metallic wings and everything. And of course, it's kind of a bit of a plot hole spoiler because he has his normal wings in X-Men. Well, it's kind of hard to say because he was an X-Men The Last Stand, but then Days of Future Past did change the timeline and everything. So I guess we could forget that because that never happened anymore. That ceased to exist or whatever. I don't know. Another thing that might be good or bad, depending how you see it, is that it seems that Wolverine is not in the movie. Hugh Jackman is not in the movie. I don't know. He might still cameo or something. But in my opinion, it's kind of good because the thing is, I mean, it's the X-Men, you know, like you gotta give him more attention. Wolverine is just way too big. He's just way too beloved, you know. It's like all these other X-Men movies really did feel like Wolverine movies. It was like Wolverine and these other guys, you know. And now without him kind of, I guess, taking the spotlight, this will be a much better movie because now we can focus more on Cyclops, on Jean Grey, on Storm. I guess we'll get to see how they're kind of falling in love, you know, Jean Grey and Scott and all that stuff. Like, it'll just be awesome. It'll just be awesome. I'm like really impressed with the movies. They haven't really been so perfect, but I did love Days of Future Past, and I'm looking forward to Age of Apocalypse. It's going to be hardcore, you know. Now, one last thing I do want to say, this is another trailer, not a movie trailer though, but a video game trailer. There's a big thing that came out for Tekken 7. Now, if you guys remember, back when they first started talking about Tekken 7, it seemed to be a story that was going to be very heavy against the Mishima Empire. I guess Heihachi's bringing the world into war and chaos now, and this woman is praying for someone to help her kill Heihachi, but we never knew who this someone was or whatever. So now this trailer actually like extends that scene out and shows who the person it was that she was talking to, the person that she believes can destroy, well, you know, kill Heihachi if it ever goes too far and whatever. And that person is Akuma from Street Fighter. What the hell? Akuma from Street Fighter. That is like the biggest shock. Now the reason it's a big shock, not because, oh, he's a cameo character, but no, this is like taking it very seriously. This is like a major plot point. The game is about this woman wanting someone to kill Heihachi, and that someone is Akuma from Street Fighter, and he's actually like a major focus in the game. Like the plot revolves around him, basically, in this sense. And that's like a big thing. He's not a cameo. He's not a up, down, left, right character or whatever. He's actually, I guess, going to be in the game and important to the storyline, because most of the time when characters cameo, of course, they don't really matter in the storyline, and you know, they're just cameos, whatever. Like Pac-Man's in it, whatever. He doesn't do anything or whatever. It doesn't like affect the storyline or something. But this is major, and it's so, I don't know, it's out of left field. It's like I know people don't play the game for the fighting games for storyline, but this is like bringing a Street Fighter character into the Tekken storyline. He's like becoming a major thing. It's like pretend that you're playing King of Fighters and they're gonna unleash Orochi or something, and you're gonna fight against Orochi or whatever, and you find out, well, who are the guys that summoned Orochi? Oh, fucking shit, Bison from Street Fighter did it, you know, or you know, Heihachi from Tekken, or Orochi was related to Nightmare from Soul Calibur. It's just out of left field. And yes, I do know they have Street Fighter cross Tekken and all that, and it was supposed to be a Tekken cross Street Fighter or Tekken versus Street Fighter or whatever, but that was never made. But people are saying that maybe this is like their thing, because this is the first time we're ever going to see a Street Fighter character fight in the Tekken style with the, you know, tap backboard, their motions. You know, like that Tekken does not rely on all the circular motions as much as Street Fighter does. All the combos are mostly juggles and everything. It's just a very, very different play style. And yeah, so people are thinking that this could be a step. This could be a first step. This could be that, like, Akuma in this game, if they like it, it gets, like, well reception. Maybe they will make Tekken Cross Street Fighter later using that engine. It's going to be weird and all that. Because remember that, like, just like how the Tekken guys had to adjust the Street Fighter style gameplay and the Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they gotta adjust to the Tekken gameplay when they make Tekken Cross Street Fighter, you know. So that's going to be a big thing. But I'm still, like, so surprised that they did that. It's like, it's so weird. And another weird thing, just so you guys know, is that and when you play Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I believe I brought this up in our review, the characters already know each other or heard of each other. They've already heard of, like, the Tekken people already know about the Shadow organization, the Street Fighter guys already heard about the Mishima Saibatsu. It's like they know each other or heard about each other. Like, it's kind of weird. They don't act like typical crossover characters that, of course, have never met before the crossover. They meant like it's common knowledge. Like, everyone knows about the Mishimas or the Kansuki or the Masters family. Like, they like that stuff. So it's pretty weird they're doing this. This is like the biggest thing. And yes, I do know that other games have had crossovers before, but the main difference is that, of course, in the King of Fighters world, SNK owns all of those guys, so it's not that big of a deal. And then Namco owns both Soul Calibur and Tekken, so, you know. But, of course, this is now Capcom and Namco, so I don't know. It's a big shock. It's like, wow. It's like, I don't know what to say. That's the biggest shocker. Not so much that he's guest starring, but that he's actually a part of the game's story and a crucial part of the game's storyline. So, like I said, it almost revolves around him in this one. It's so weird. That's like, wow. I mean, I never would have expected that. I think that's the very first time that a game did that. It's almost like Link cameoed in Soul Calibur 2, but he was just a guest star. But to actually make the whole story about Link, like change the whole game mechanics and say that, oh, the what do you call it, the Soul Edge belonged to Link at one time, and Link has to save it, and you gotta get the Triforce pieces. Like changing the whole game around that would have been like a big shock. But anyways, guys, I already rambled on long enough, but that's the whole thing. And of course, the links are below. The links for X-Men Age of Apocalypse down there, and the link for Tekken 7 with the big reveal that Akuma is the guy in it below also. So anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here, signing off. What do you guys think? You think X-Men is awesome? Do you think Apocalypse looks cool? Like, yes or no? Oh, also, Quicksilver was in the trailer. That's pretty cool. I know people love Quicksilver a lot, and Days of Future Past, so it's cool that he's back. And also, your thoughts on Tekken 7. Akuma, good or bad? Should they have just kept them in Street Fighter? Should they have, like, not did this weird intertwining of storylines? Do you guys agree or disagree that they should have, like, got a Street Fighter character from another series or whatever and make them such an important part of the storyline or whatever? Is it ruining Tekken maybe? I personally don't care. I'm just super shocked. But some people are kind of complaining that it's ruining Tekken and the established storyline and all that. So it's like how have these guys not crossed paths so many times before? We got like 7 Tekken games and who knows how many Street Fighter games, and we never run into each other, right? Like, I don't know. But anyways, guys, yeah, see y'all next time. Mark Rodriguez here, signing off. And if there's any more cool traders, because, I don't know, maybe they're going to have a Suicide Squad trader or something, but if they do, I'll let you know. Have a good one, you guys. Take care.